So these past few days, I've been feeling really down on myself. And there was one thing that helped me get out of it. What's going on, everyone? I'm Antonio and I am passionate about self-improvement. I truly believe that no matter what you are facing, you can overcome it. So these past few weeks, I've been a little down on myself. As many of you know, I have a full-time job. I go to the gym 6 days a week. I'm helping people here on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my blog, my podcast, and my book to keep producing and creating every single day for all of these different platforms. It takes a lot of hard work. A lot of times I'm working from when I wake up in the morning to 9 o'clock, 8:30 at night. So let me paint this picture for you. I was showing up every single day, getting my work done. I would go to bed feeling accomplished. But the past few weeks have been extra stressful. I'm working hard to build a course on confidence for you. I'm trying brand new things out on YouTube from the conference I went to a few weeks ago. I'm doing a few collaborations, and I started a brand new job. And on top of that, I'm moving next week. All of these things have caused me to work harder and harder to get more out of life. So it all culminated this past weekend. I did not feel like doing much at all. Normally, on a weekend, I want to go out and have some fun. See my girlfriend, talk to friends, hang out with family, just doing something to take a break from the work, because I think we all need breaks every now and then. But instead of taking that break that I know I needed, I just kept working through it. That's where I made my mistake. I kept working although I felt the pain building up and up and up. I was feeling sad and not happy with myself. I was obsessed with the work and finding a hard time actually enjoying life. It got to the point that a few friends came over on Saturday, and the entire day leading up to it, I was just sad. Whereas normally I would be super excited to hang out with my friends. I was mopey and I just wasn't happy. My friends were asking me like, yo man, what the hell's going on with you? Why are you acting like this? Why are you so down? Because normally with them, I'm this positive person that tries to bring everyone else up. I try to be optimistic in most situations. And I was just sitting there without a smile on, and I wasn't happy or satisfied. As soon as other people were noticing this, I knew I had to do something about it, because I was just sitting there not happy without a smile on. I knew I had to go handle it. So what did I do? I pulled out my notebook and I started writing out exactly what was going on, how I was being mopey and how I wasn't satisfied, and I was acting like an annoying, sad person around my friends, which is not who I am, and that's not why my friends like me. And then I had the realization of what exactly I was doing wrong. I had been working so hard and so long that I simply was just not putting any time or effort into my friends, my family, and my girlfriend, for these people who care about me so much. Instead of nurturing those relationships that help me in the end by making me feel better, by allowing me to share my successes and share my failures with someone else. Instead, I was working so many hours that I was feeling like I felt lost. Even though I had my purpose of why I wanted to help other people, I still felt lost, like I was going nowhere. So at that point, I knew something had to change. I woke up the next day. At this point, this is yesterday of me recording it. I went to church, and after church, since I would bike home, I would normally just pop in my headphones and listen to something. But instead, I decided to keep my phone in my pocket and just walk and listen to my thoughts. And I was realizing how I definitely need to spend more time with my friends, my family, my girlfriend in order to nurture those relationships. I need to put some time, at least a couple times a week, to doing that. I can't just work all of the time, because then what am I working for? For the sake of work? I have to spend those fun times with them. This way I can enjoy life. So as I was walking, guess what happened? This must have been a sign from God or something, but my friend Rishi, who's in Germany right now, called me. We're sitting there on FaceTime. I'm walking home, so I got nothing else to do except think about my thoughts. I'm sitting there and having a great time on the call with him, and I'm discussing with him how I'm feeling. Talking it out with him and hearing about his problems made me feel so much better, because we all have problems and we all need people to share them with and need people to spend good times with, have a laugh with. So after I spent time with him, I actually ended up talking to him for like an hour and a half. I moved on and talked to my roommate and hung out with him for 30 minutes. Then my girlfriend and I spoke for 2 hours. Then I spoke to my parents for another 15-20 minutes. So in the end, that's like 4 or 5 hours worth of hanging out and talking with with people. Normally, I don't need 5 hours a day of talking to a friend, but since I was holding back so much, my body needed it in order to feel good again, feel level-headed again. So all of this talking with my friends and family made me feel so much better after that I actually decided to get up and start doing work again. I wanted to. Whereas before I was doing it to fight something negative. Here, I was doing it because I positively was motivated. I took that break that my mind needed. So what I really want you to take out of this today is becoming mentally aware, and how mental awareness helped me from spiraling down into this negative depression that could have happened. So whereas most people would have not noticed what was going on in their own head, they would have just spiraled down and said, I have no friends, no one likes me, then started acting in that way that causes them for their friends to actually want to leave them. You don't realize this, but when you aren't noticing what you're doing, your thoughts are attracting actions. Those actions are attracting results, and those results are going to be the result of what you're thinking if you don't change those thoughts. So if I wasn't mentally aware to see that my own thoughts of being sad and being lonely were hurting me, then I would have never ever been able to make it out and realize that I'm stopping myself and I just need to do a couple of things in order to get out of it, like talking to my friends. And that sad mood was hurting me and affecting every other part of my life. It was causing me to not be able to focus as much on work. It was causing me to not be happy. What's the point of living life if you're not happy? So if you are mentally aware, you can get yourself out of those cloudy emotional days and back to the sunny, happy days as soon as possible. And we're all going to have these cloudy emotional days, but it's not the amount of cloudy emotional days that you have. It's how quickly can you bounce back from the cloudy emotional days that matters. When you bounce back, you can get back into a happy state sooner. Speaking of being happy, I know what would make us both happy. Let's hang out in another video, guys. Click one of the 2 videos right here and we'll keep hanging out. Also, if you want to hang out with me for a long time, make sure to subscribe, because I'm gonna post videos every single week on topics like this. Actually, you just heard me complain about not having anyone to hang out with. So if you don't hang out with me in the next video, I'm gonna get really sad. And I might cry like this. Remember, no matter what you are facing, you can overcome it.